This machine is about to stretch the big band of rubber like an elastic. The machine pivots and its many rollers expand and turn to transfer the band to a spinning drum. The machine pumps air around the protruding rollers to make the transfer easier, while the drum turns at a constant speed to aid the process. Once the transfer is complete, the rollers retract and the air escapes. This causes the rubber to shrink to the drum and take its shape. They fold the overlap into the center of the drum. The giant rubber band now has the basic contour of a tire. Another machine coats numerous steel wires with rubber, creating strips of rubberized steel. This will be used to make the bead, the part of the tire that sits on the wheel rim. They wind the rubberized steel around a metal wheel up to 20 times to form the bead. They remove the bead and inspect it. Then they pack a thick layer of rubber onto it so it will be easier to shape to the tire. Using a special applicator wheel, they push the bead against the lip of the rubber tire shape. The bead adheres, but it needs to be more solidly attached. A spinning disc forces the bead more firmly to the rubber tire shape. Then, the tire assembler folds back the extra rubber from the tire and wraps it around the bead, using sheer physical strength. They install 2 or 3 beads on each side of the tire. The multi-roller device takes over from the assembler and folds back extra rubber to lock the beads in place. Next, the tire turns as they wind steel-belted rubber around it, followed by a continuous strip of ordinary rubber. That strip builds up contours for tread. The assembler then wraps a thick piece of ordinary rubber around the outer edge. This is the tire's sidewall. The spinning disc device presses the sidewall to the tire. This tire is now ready to move on. Here, a huge rubber bladder inflates and deflates as they spray it with a non-stick coating. This bladder will act as the inner part of a mold. They lift the tire onto the deflated bladder. Then they pump steam into it, expanding the tire. A metal mold with a tread pattern engraved in it closes around the swelling tire. The tire cooks in this mold for up to 18 hours, causing the rubber to cure. The giant tire pops out of the mold with tread. The brand name and identification numbers have all been molded into the rubber. After cooling, an inspection team examines the giant tire inside and out. And once it gets the okay, it's ready to roll. And with all that deep tread, each giant tire is guaranteed to make a big impression on the job site.